If I were to think how I'd want to spec my Ford GT, I couldn't think of a better, well, okay, the only thing I'd do, instead of orange stripe here, I think I'd do like a lime green stripe or a bright yellow stripe, yeah.
Special delivery here in Detroit.
1.
Detroit. It's winter, about -7 degrees, and Ford Performance here has done the incredible and delivered us a new Ford GT. Bob, what's your favorite Ford?
GT.
Look at this.
Wow, look at these lights. It's just incredible. Look at the design.
Bob, this is Alex.
Hi Bob, how are you? Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. If I were to think how I'd want to spec my Ford GT, I couldn't think of a better, well, okay, the only thing I'd do, instead of orange stripe here, I think I'd do like a lime green stripe or a bright yellow stripe, yeah.
Lime green.
Lime green
like that.
on the carbon fiber and the grey, the dark grey here.
Yeah. Do you want to reveal something?
No,
I've put in for an allocation round 2 of the Ford GT. I have applied for it.
I mean, I do know about that.
I really don't know how it's going to go, honestly. I don't know what kind of strings you need to pull and who you need to know to get your hands on this. So this is from Ford itself here. The headquarters of Ford is right here in Detroit, and they have very kindly given us a new Ford GT to look at first of all, and also take a little spin in it, which is really crazy and so amazing of them. So thank you very much to Ford for doing that. I mean, where else in the world would you want to be taking your first drive in a Ford GT other than the home of Ford here in Detroit, Michigan?
What do you think of this car?
That's a nice car, man. You know, maybe I can upgrade this Mustang today, you know, when I really grow up.
They give me that phone call and say congratulations, you get an allocation. I just think this car gets people thinking. You just don't see this car anywhere, and it's not the typical, you know, Lamborghini, Ferrari, McLaren. Everyone kind of knows those cars and knows the look. I just really hope this happens. I just think it's a super special car. Thank you so much, Ford, and appreciate you, and thank you so much for this experience. I hope it's not my last chance. I really want this car. It's just so different. Anyway, when we get more of a chance to drive this, then we can go through all of the different features. I'm doing something else here that I can't let you guys know about at the moment. I will do very soon. So all those details will be there. So when we get the chance to drive this again for our own YouTube channel, I will give you all the details about what I exactly love about this car. Let me show you in here. This is inside the Ford GT. So you've got the little button here to be able to lower and lift the front, which is the super cool feature in the Ford GT. You've got the little indicator button here, left and right. am at a massive private car collection. This is insane. So we're just gonna have a quick look around at the most, I don't know, rare, coolest cars, gimmicky cars. There are 250 cars in his collection and like just under 200 here. So what I've done is I've picked the top 5 that I think are the coolest, rarest cars that you will never have seen before, because he's got all of these incredible cars. You know, LaFerrari Enzo, he's got the Bugatti Veyron, he's got his own model here as well that they're working on to make a production car. Anyway, he's got so many cars. So come with me, because I've picked out 5 that I think will be of interest. Let's go.
So Alex, this is a rebodied C6 Corvette to look like a 67.
Okay.
It's got the Stinger hood on it. This is our 660 horsepower naturally aspirated engine. Oof. And it sounds wicked.
I can imagine.
I mean, it really does. In fact, I think we ought to just start it up. Ooh, so you can get a feel
really?
for it. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Can we
amazing.
do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, sounds good.
Goodness. When you say it's remodeled to look like a 67.
No, I said rebodied.
Oh, rebodied, sorry,
Yeah,
rebodied.
So this is a C6 Corvette that the body's been taken off and another body's been put on it to make it look like a 67.
Why wouldn't you just, is it just too difficult to find an original 67?
The purpose of this car is you get all the benefits of a newer Corvette that looks like an old one.
Okay, I
So
get
if you're an old Corvette guy and you like the look, this is how you get good brakes,
the best of
best
both worlds.
engine, right?
Okay.
So let me start this up for you.
You did say it sounded good. Yeah. I know, I believe you. Is something like this worth quite a lot, or is it just something that you particularly like?
No, it actually is worth quite a bit. They're very expensive to do.
Okay.
So, you know, taking the body off and putting a different body on it isn't, and we've got several in here. There's a car, the white one straight away there.
Right.
The one next to it, those are both C5 Corvettes that have been rebodied to look like earlier cars.
Oh, that's cool. This is really special, this car.
So Alex, this is a another rebodied C5 Corvette.
Ah, okay.
To look like a 53.
So you would see this body on the roads in 1953, but you wouldn't see this kind of interior.
Yes, similar.
Similar, something like this.
There are only 10 of these ever built.
Wow.
So this is like, it's intended to look like a Nomad wagon, which was also very popular back in the 50s.
Just look at this back. I've never seen anything like it.
You said it's a V8 in here?
It is a V8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at the exhaust.
You said there are only 10 made, so this were from the get-go. This was designed as a collector's car.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody who really appreciated Corvette, somebody who really appreciated the Nomad wagon.
Wow.
And this car will always be a really, really big hit at car shows, cars and coffee events, things of that nature.
It just looks so different. And this is a Corvette.
It is.
So this is not what you would picture in your mind when you say Corvette.
Right.
It's completely different. Oh wow, what do we have here? You've got some of the most incredible cars, I have to say.
Well, you know, if you're going to build a collection and you're going to draw people in for charity events, you have to have things that are really unique. We have 250 cars totally in the collection.
Wow.
We keep about 180 here in the facility.
Wow.
And this is a Speedster. This is a C6 Speedster Corvette. It was built between myself and a friend of mine. There's only one of these in the world. One of the really unique features of the car is you can see the helmets.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Oh, that is really cool.
Obviously, if you're going to take this car on the road, you'd have to have helmets because there's no windshields.
There's no windshield here. So how do you get the helmet out?
There's a button in here. I don't know.
So you lift the whole back here basically and the helmets lift out. Oh, that's really cool. I've never seen anything like that. It looks quite dramatic, right? Yeah. You can't fly under the radar with a car like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which one?
This looks like a Batmobile.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good description. Back in the day, Alex, there was a racer by the name of Greenwood. And John Greenwood had his own idea about what a road racer should, race car should look like. This was his own design for aerodynamics. This is one of 4 cars that was built.
Wow.
There were 2 street cars and 2 race cars. The fact that this car is so rare because, again, there were only 4 of them built.
Guys, there is a car over here. It has Levi's written on the side. And I thought, well, what's a jeans company doing on the side of a car? And then you look inside and the seats are made of Levi jeans. I've never seen this before. This is so cool. This one. So it has Levi's written on the side.
Yeah, well, it's a Gremlin. And this was an American Motors car.
Okay.
There were about 100 that they built with V8 engines. And you'll notice a 4-speed transmission.
Yes.
And they built a number of them with a Levi option. That's why you see the Levi jeans logo. And if you look at the interior is Levi jeans.
Isn't that amazing? And look, you've got the stitching here from the jeans and everything.
Take a look at the pocket on the seat here.
Look at this!
Isn't that cool?
That is so cool. What tie-up did they have with Levi jeans? So how did that come about?
This was just an option. They decided, they went to Levi and said, hey, we put our jeans in your, our car in the interior. And
it's so retro.
It was a gimmick, but it went over pretty well.
Yeah,
and so it's kind of
I can
fun.
imagine. It is.
So
It's a bit of a novelty.
Go.
Turn over, Will, turn over.
Go.
Let's go.
Go.
You never expect that kind of sound out of this car.
No, you really wouldn't.
That's crazy. Do you ever keep your car keys in the jean pocket?
That'd
be cool.
Spot for it,
Yeah,
it?
It would be.
That would be good.
So this is a V8, and it's 6.6 litre. That's massive. And this was originally just as an economy car, like you would take this to go get the groceries, but they made a limited edition with a V8. What did the original car have in it? Just a 4-cylinder?
It came with a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder.
And 6-cylinder, okay.
Right.
And then this beast right here, V8 version. That's crazy.
So Alex, this is the Falcon Supercar, and there have only 7 been made so far.
Okay.
The key to it for our collection is that we built the 1,000 horsepower twin turbo engine that's involved in it.
Right, your company basically built that.
Lingenfelter Performance Engineering. And so as a result, there are a lot of people very interested in seeing this car go to the next step and the next step and the next step, and soon we believe it will become a production car.
Oh, really?
But
very limited though.
Very limited, yes.
What are we talking?
It's hard to say, but I would think maybe 50 to 100 cars a year.
Right, wow. And how far away are we from that, do you think?
I keep hearing we're getting closer and closer. I would imagine sometime in 2019 we'll know for sure.
And when it is an actual production car, you're looking at 1,000 horsepower for the production car?
Exactly, yeah.
That's it. I hope you've enjoyed. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button right now. Love you. And make sure to subscribe to my channel. We've got so much more coming as we travel across the US. Love you.